So today we're making the tire, which will be this. Ignore that, that's a little bit glitchy. But this should show you most of the tools you'll be using in Fusion, and it's a little gift from SBR to you about all about. And generally, it's supposed to increase your skills on the day-to-day basis, and I'll be teaching you how to do CAD, today, and how to use the 3D printers, and how not to break them, because expensive. Anyways, so you'll be starting the page like this, and you want to press create sketch, and then press top. Then you set that one. Then, depending on your how you configured it, it starts out in centimeters. We're going to do centimeters, but tech and all sketches should be in millimeters. It's like a rule of thumb with all engineers. I'm only doing it in centimeters because I can't just do the conversions between the small stuff. And these will be the measurements you're using. I don't know if you can tell, I've done this video like twice and then deleted the video. Right. So that will be the first step. Once you finish that, you press finish sketch. Then you move this by 250. You'll be pressing this tool, extrude tool by the way. As it says here, all of these things are titled, and generally you can just see me press it. Next, fillet. Press this, press that, and you do 0.15. Ta-da. Then you press pipe. Press that. Then you zoom in, and then using the scroll wheel, using this box here to help you look. You could use this, but then this gets deleted and it's just annoying. And generally, you can figure out your own tread. You can have this, which is really stupid. You can have it really small. What is the point? And it's just, I'm gonna put it for like that. I mean, it's more of an aesthetic thing. And then instead of pressing K, we press new body, because we'll be using this body to make the rest of the tread as well. So you right click it and then you rename it, call it treads. Now this is not long term, it's just to differentiate it. You could probably call this as well tire. Done. Okay. So you press this, you press move, you got this, and then you move up just like maybe 0.4, 0.3, generally away from the edge. So now that you moved it, you right click again, you move, but this time you create copy, and then you move it the same amount, whatever you thought really. Again, like I said, this is more of an art piece than a function piece. Although you can make it in a functional piece, you just don't put the what's it called, keychain bit. But then you just have a tire. Now I don't really like how that looks, I'll be honest. And I don't know, my previous self was apparently a genius in making all this work. Anyways. Maybe I'll just move this up a bit. Just gonna move these a bit up more. Generally that looks right. No one's gonna get penalised for this, so it's fine. Right. Once you've done that, you combine. You press the main body. Then when this is selected, you just grab and hold, and you should be able to just select the rest of it a lot easier. And then you press cut. So this, the actual tire piece here, and the tool bodies, all the little treads we just made. And then we press the cut. Ta-da! We made whatever this is. Anyway, once that's done, you just see that we've made an impression of the pipe. Next up, we're going to make it more curved so that when we make the side profiles of the tire, as in these vertical ones here, it actually has something to cut into. That makes sense. And we can just shape it across the tire. Now, so we hide bodies, we press this, and then we press this. So it's either front, it could be right, it could be all the way around. Generally, make it make sense. Although I just realised I forgot what angle I was at. Anyway, let's just say that up front, right? Then we reopen this, and then using the project tool, we press by pressing P. Press all of these. Doesn't really matter what you press, because most of it's just not important. It's more just showing that you can do this, and then you can bring an object into your sketch without having to painfully, go as close as possible to find each and every single square and follow it along. Just press P, and then go to sleep at the end of the day. Anyways, so I'm just gonna make a little box, and if the lines you made are black, they are considered construction lines, and generally they're useful. To take my word for it, I don't use them much, and it's gonna be death for me. So as you can see, I'm making these construction lines. Why do we make construction lines? It's usually just like a guide for when you're applying stuff. So you'll see what I mean when I put this here, for instance. It's exactly middle, excluding this curved bit, but we're not really considering that much because it's not going to be that much important later. So this first circle is just generally where you want to cut off, and then we make a second circle so that we actually have something to select. Otherwise, if we just select this first circle, it'll just eliminate everything we just done. Now, then, I use this as a center line. You can go like this, down, but I find it a bit harder. And also, it kind of stops you from messing up this way. And you have like a strong line to go along. So this line, essentially, what we do, because this is a circular shape, and we want to have the impression of the curvature along the entire tire, we end up using a tool called revolve. It's very nice, and as this line is basically prevent it to going into itself, so we only set one half of it, right? And I don't know if you can see, but because of how we get that little thing here, you have to make sure that you set everything. Now, first things first, you press the revolve tool. You press this, then you press the little squares that we, cut into our main circle. And you can see what I mean when I say, forget that. It will make, just for your understanding, it will make this piece revolve around that single point here. But we're not using that for that point now, we're using it to cut, to make that kind of circular shape all around. Once you've done that, hold on, what the hell? Let me just right click it. Maybe I'm just a bit special. What the hell? You know what? That is a weird ass piece of. You know what? I'm not gonna question it. I'm not gonna question it. I'm just gonna grab my circle and kind of just do that. It's mostly because this line is these ones are a bit too low. Shouldn't be that much of an issue though. Just gonna there. I don't know, all better. Not like I messed up at all. Anyways, so for each reference, maybe keep this line a bit higher. Obviously, don't follow me exactly. I mean, that took me like 10 minutes, and I'm just woken up. Anyways, once you've done that, you hide the tool again. You find a surface to work on. You press this, and then you bring it back. Again, pressing P. Bring all these in. It's not necessarily important. Why must you put this? Okay, once you've done that, what we're going to do is a simple dot to dot. And, well, not really, but mostly got the dot. If it pleases you, I guess. Now, the point of this is because we're making another pipe again, but we want to have a surface line that follows the outer surface, and now that we made an impression of that circle, it will generally just look right. Also, if you have any issues with, like, for instance, this being too low, you can just go back to this, you just like right click it, edit feature, just bring up for instance, and then the software does it for you. It's not that it won't like affect your day that much. For instance, it's just and it literally highlights the one you use, so you can go like this, edit feature, move up, and just it's just like it shouldn't be. It's not the end of the world, for instance. Just don't get too concerned. Why is that one in a different spot in the timeline? Who knows? What? Okay, so I have no reference. That's perfect. I secretly hate the software. Hey. Oh crap! Don't save it. Hey. What my point is that you can go back. If you do this and just go back to that, you can just change it. It's not end of the world. That's my point. So, hey, back to the task. You press pipe, right? And like I said, the line we just made, make sure you set all of it, and then you zoom in for now, and you see how there's an X mark there. You can tell that means that it's the same depth as what we're making in the original one here, and you generally want to keep it the same. Now, don't keep it to body, because like I said, we're going to do exactly the same thing we did before, and let's refer back to it. And now we're going to rename it to tread, just for the sake of understanding. Now, the new thing, we're going to be using a pattern, circular pattern. You grab this, well, actually before that, my bad. Before we do that, we've got to make it angle a bit. You can have it this way, that way, this way, but generally not too much, because otherwise you have to make the length longer, and that's work. Anyway, like I said, pattern, circular pattern. Now, axis could be this, it could be this, or even it could be this bit here. This little thing here, it can work as well. Now, the next bit is really a static point. You could have it at 60, and completely obliterate your laptop or computer. I found my computer outside, so it's fine. Anyways, now we're gonna do combine. Now, like I said, just grab and hold, and watch your FPS go to 0. And oh, you crashed there. And you press cut. Give it another 3 hours, I guess. Now, this is more of like a road tire, I imagine. This is more of an off-road tire. doesn't really matter how you do it. You can, you can follow online. You can follow. Generally, you can make your own like tire pattern based off your favorite car, for instance. I mean, technically tire manufacturer. Okay. Now, next up, we make another sketch on this. We're gonna follow the green line. I did it red line before. Not red line. Anyways, so we put create. We go to text. We press text on path, and then we press this one. Now, you could, for instance, like, go well, actually, you just got this. You could, using this line, find the perfect middle, like that. That's the perfect middle right here. And then, go like this, and then boom, you got another path. But that requires effort, and I don't want to have effort. Anyways, and also this works perfectly fine. It's meant to be on the inner wall anyway. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Text. Path and text. Press the path. And I'm gonna put like South Bank Racing. Ooh. Maybe you don't have my brain issues. Bank Racing. Now, yes, it's way too big. We'll get to that. Just pick. Honestly, whatever you put, doesn't really matter. Obviously, should make sense. Yeah. You know what? Let's do that one. I'm gonna put this like center. Well, center. And we'll just start finally changing the size. 0.5, 0.2. Oh, that's way too small. Right, that should be fine. And that's how it should look. Once it's finished, press OK, finish, blah, blah, blah. And we'll lift up about 0. Oh, that's way too big. That. Secondly, well, actually, let me use one sec. You gotta have it as a new body for mobile reasons. It's so that we could just reflect it onto the other side, because I'm not doing it twice. Grab this. Oh, look at that, perfect. Grab that. Look inside the tire. Boom. Done. New bodies. And here's the thing. We could have all these writing, the color white, so that you make it impression, make it stick out. Like this one. I mean, this is the reason I based it off something else. Or we could just have it all black, and it makes a difference. I mean, to be fair, you would be printing it the same anyway. It's not going to make a difference. It's more of a aesthetic piece if you want to. Anyways, so grab this, and then grab everything. This time, make sure you put join, so that we have a crisis after. And next thing, we want to have the keychain. So the way we're going to do the keychain is, first of all, create a sketch, minimize the tire, bring back the tire. Oh, yeah, I'm special. And I'm going to press project. Press this, whatever. Well, not whatever, but same difference. And I love this. Right. These two lines are just for reference to know how, like, thick this is. I mean, it's 2.5, but having a line, you don't need to generally, like, calculate. You just have to, guide stuff to. Now, we have a little line for something next. So what's coming next is that we're going to use a construct tool. We're going to set what will be what you feel looking down at the top. And then we're going to bring it to here. So, I mean, you can use this as I'm using it as a reference mostly. So, what you can do is grab this. Oh, that's a problem. You can't actually see it. Hi, body. Obviously, if you have the measurements, you can just do it by calculation. But I'm basic, well, not basic, it's just special. Um, but yeah, it's how I do it. You don't have to do it. It's just generally how I choose to do it. So now that we created a new plane to work from. So you bring back the tire, and now we can start sketching on this plane. Just gotta rotate around. Now how you do this is purely by choice. I'm going to have it here. Like I said, I'm not really measuring this. However you do it is how you do it. Just use this line. And again, this is basically construction lines. Just go like this, what that, generally how you feel. And it's kind of just that. Then we use mirror. Oh, mirror didn't listen. Mirror on the wall. And we do that. Simple as. Now we do extrude. This. But this time we do symmetric, so that we can just grab it one side and watch it come out like that. However you do it is how you should do it. I press join. Ooh, actually good point actually. Before we continue, I should mention we need to add a bit. We need a center hole, because otherwise what's the point? I mean, I'm going to do it this way, make it a bit bigger. Like I said, it's how you choose to do it. Press join, and then you're done. Now, for extra points, I guess, we use the fillet tool, grab these pieces here, and just kind of blend them in. Makes it a little fancy, and then we go to render. Right now this is a metal, which makes it look really nice, but it's not accurate. You can keep it in metal. I mean, I'm not gonna show it. Prop rubber, and I put soft rubber, chuck it on there, and we're done. And we can just render it if you would like to make it, seem cool, I guess. But yeah, no, it's done. So all you have to do is just that. Also, just hide that unneeded sketch now. And then render, you'll see this render on the YouTube video, I guess. I don't know. I'll probably upload this to video at YouTube. And this is why I hate this is why I need a 3D mouse. This is my excuse. Why? I swear I just hit you. Why? Okay. Anyways. Okay. Also, make sure you save. No, let's have it in. SBR keyring. Right. Once that's done, render. Just let me do it. Okay. Anyways, you can have local, but you need computer won't be that good, and you just press this. You should have unlimited credits. You just press that, and that is the end of the video, because I'll be pasting this video, this thumbnail as that render. Anyways, good night, good morning, and have a nice day. Bye bye.